WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Quentin Smith. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation issued a missing and endangered child alert for 3 Aberdeen children and their alleged abductor. MBI believes 27-year-old Ashley Brown took the children, who range in age from 3 to 6 years old. Now, Brown is described as being 5'6", weighing 170 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She's believed to be driving a black Chevrolet Impala with Florida license plates, possibly en route to Florida. Now, the children were taken from their home on Columbus Street in Aberdeen today around 2 o'clock. If anyone has any information on the whereabouts of the children or Brown, you're asked to contact the Aberdeen Police Department. After 10 years, a capital murder case is still weaving its way in and out of court. 37-year-old William Matthew Wilson pled guilty to capital murder after he reportedly beat his girlfriend's 2-year-old daughter. In May of 2007, he was given the death penalty, but 10 years later, Judge Larry Roberts threw out the death sentence. Now, the judge says Wilson did not receive proper legal counsel. District Attorney John Weddle is deciding whether to represent the case with the death penalty back on the table. Now, regardless of the outcome, Wilson would still serve a life sentence. Weddle should announce his plans later on this month. A Pontotoc woman pleads not guilty to a 42-count federal indictment on wire fraud and identity theft. 47-year-old Tracy Smith is accused of stealing thousands of dollars by filing false income tax returns. Prosecutors say she filed the tax returns between February 2014 and June of 2015 and had the refund sent to a prepaid debit card she controlled. She's now free on a $25,000 bond. A George County Correctional Facility escapee has been caught on the border of Choctaw and Webster County. A joint effort between 3 different departments and a civilian resulted in a smooth capture without incident. Investigators say 37-year-old Eugene Robinson carjacked a Eupora man around 8 o'clock this morning. The victim fired 6 shots into the vehicle as Robinson drove away. Now, a friend of the victim recognized the pickup when it drove through Mathiston and followed it down Highway 15. Robinson continued on to Ackerman, but suddenly turned back around to Mathiston. But too bad for him, that's where law enforcement was waiting for him.
We had our dispatcher calling Choctaw, and we were talking to Maston, and just coordinated when he turned around. We just swarmed on him like a bunch of bees, and just great coordination working with everybody.
Now, Robinson was struck by one of those gunshots. He was taken to OCH for treatment and then returned to the Department of Corrections. He also racked up a few new charges: escape and armed carjacking. This evening, investigators recovered a truck believed to be the one used by Robinson in his escape. Well, if you were traveling in part of East Columbus today, you may have run into a bit of a traffic jam. City spokesperson Joe Dillon says a Riverside logistics truck suffered a malfunction, causing the bed of the truck to rise, catching a Lindbergh Road. 8 power poles were knocked down during the incident, and the road was closed off for roughly 2 hours. Fort County Electric Association, Columbus Light and Water, and the police department worked to clear the bent and snapped poles on the street. No injuries were reported. And it's now time to get a first look at our weather. And for that, we'll send things over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson, who's standing by with more. Keith?
Quentin, we had a very cloudy day. You can see that with our Alp Insurance time-lapse from Vernon at Durham's Pharmacy. Scattered showers this afternoon in some spots, but most of the rain was this morning, and we know that it was raining pretty good around with those storms. They've now pushed off to our south. Drier air upstream, and that's coming our way for tomorrow, so let's get ready for a nice and sunny day on Thursday. Mid to low 30s right now. I think we're going to take it down into the mid to upper 20s tonight, so a chilly start for our Thursday, but look at all that sunshine there, back into the 50s. The full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Keith. A bill making its way through the legislature is causing blowback on university campuses and has the SEC taking aim on Mississippi schools. House Bill 1083, which passed the House today, would expand the areas where gun owners with certain permits could carry concealed weapons. Now, if passed, it could allow firearms in classrooms and residence halls on campus, but the provision drawing the most fire would allow guns in sports stadiums. Southeastern Conference Commissioner Greg Sankey sent a letter to MSU President Mark Keenum and Ole Miss Chancellor Jeffrey Bitter, suggesting that if House Bill 1083 does become law, it could lead to conference schools refusing to play games at the state and causing officiating crews to decline assignments, citing safety concerns. Now, Keenum responded saying the administration had great concerns that expanding firearms policy could increase the risk of students, staff, and visitors to campus. House Bill 1083 is currently on its way to the Senate. Absences are adding up for students all across the state, and when they're not in school, they're not learning. Chronic absenteeism is defined as missing 10% or more of the time enrolled. That includes excused and unexcused absences. Courtney Ann Jackson speaks with a school that's working to keep its numbers down.
You just never know until you actually ask those questions.
It's that mindset that's leading the way Pearl High School thinks about chronic absenteeism.
What we consider chronic absenteeism are the kids that just aren't coming to school for no particular reason.
Master Chief Willie Lott was brought on staff to be the dropout prevention coordinator.
Not just looking at numbers and say, okay, this is too high, this is too low. What can we do to correct it, or what can we do to improve it? You go through that entire process and try to pinpoint what causing that particular child to miss school, because you just don't know all the time.
Lott works to build relationships and make sure the kids know someone cares whether or not they're at school.
I be in that Commons every morning, our kids, the bell ring to go to class. I'm talking to everybody. Good morning, glad to see you here. Things like that. I tell you, it means a lot.
The Department of Education's report shows Mississippi follows the national trends. Chronic absenteeism is high in kindergarten, tapers off in elementary school, and climbs throughout middle and high school. Principal Chris Chisholm says they'd still like to see lawmakers change the compulsory school age from 17 to 18.
The law says at 17, after 17, they don't have to come to school. And kids know that. Parents know that. And, you know, and the courts over the years have said that we can't punish the child academically for missing school.
Still, they look at graduation rates here as another indicator for the success of their attendance enforcement.
So it's climbed pretty dramatically, and I think that's a direct result of the things that we've been doing for chronic absenteeism.
This week's Educator of the Week could be confused with our student athlete. Jamie Lucius teaches 8th grade algebra at Smithville Junior High School. But when he's not writing out equations, he's drawing up plays as a coach for the basketball and football teams. Lucius says teaching and coaching are very similar. Both involve practice and teamwork.
We can go over practice tests and practice problems all the time, but if you don't take it from here to the test or from practice to the game in basketball, then it's not really doing us any good.
And if you would like to nominate an outstanding teacher, just visit our website at WCBI.com.
All right, a lot of cloud cover today. Here's another time lapse from downtown Columbus outside WCBI. A lot of clouds, heavy rain this morning. Tomorrow, though, we will switch it up a little bit. We'll see some sun. Full forecast is next.
WCBI's Educator of the Week is brought to you by Food Giant, where your neighbors are the owners. Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
How about some sunshine? We have that in store for our Thursday. Now, it will be a chilly start. Jackets needed. 8 o'clock, 34 degrees by noon. Around 50, give or take. Lighter wind overall. Mid to upper 50s in a good chunk of the area tomorrow. Perhaps only the lower 50s across the northern part of the area near Tupelo, but we'll just see how it goes with the sunshine. Let's just say it will be an improvement over what we had out there this afternoon. 55, 56, 57 around the Golden Triangle area, a little bit warmer down to the south. And over here in the West Alabama as well, lots of sunshine, variable wind, about 56 there in Vernon for you. So that is our Thursday. It's looking pretty good locally and across the region too. Look at all of that sun. We are pushing the clouds and the showers to the south. For now, those will be coming back to the north as we get into our Friday and the weekend. Perfect timing, right? More rain's on the way, but for Thursday we have high pressure. Notice the clouds down here to the south, and also notice how they start to lift back to the north on Friday. So we should start out Friday with a lot of sunshine. By the end of the day, overcast with a chance for some rain into Friday evening, Friday night, and then we'll see a blossoming effect of some showers, maybe even a few thunder showers around here this weekend too, and that could give us some more beneficial rainfall. It just seems like we couldn't buy a drop. Now we're just getting wave after wave of rain. Another 1 to 2 inches possible here through Saturday evening. We'll see how it all shakes out. But tomorrow will be dry. We do know that. Notice how the rain chances go up and then go back down Monday and go back up for the middle of the week. So a topsy-turvy type ride there on the old rainfall chances graph. For the last 24 hours, we've had a lot of rain, 1 to 3 inches of rain around here. That has given rise to some higher waters across the Tenn-Tom Waterway area and also these areas closer to the Delta. So some areas of high water, that's to be expected with times of heavy rainfall. And if you look closely here, there's some high water there at the Riverwalk in downtown Columbus along the Tentom. As we fly back in the home, you can see the showers now down to the south. The back edge of those pesky clouds now moving into northwest Mississippi. And while you're sleeping tonight, the clouds go away, so we should wake up to a lot of sunshine. Drier in place, hence the sunshine tomorrow and for early Friday. And then that moisture we just talked about is coming on back as we get into our weekend. And that will give rise to those showers and perhaps even a few thunder showers. So temperatures right now, low to mid 30s around here. We've been pretty stable for the last couple of hours. Tomorrow, we're looking at some mid 50s overall, low 60s likely on Friday. So a little bit of improvement even with our rain chances going on up. So that's the trade-off here. We'll be a little bit warmer this weekend, but we will also have more rain to deal with.
High school standouts are lining up to sign up to continue their football careers. We find out where they're headed later in sports. Welcome back, everyone. February is Heart Health Month, and in this week's Health Talk with Baptist, we're looking at heart disease. Tonight, we look at treatment options and a few things you can do to help prevent coronary artery disease.
Hi, I'm Dr. John King, part of the cardiology team at Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. Tonight, I want to talk to you about how we treat coronary artery disease. You can do a lot to lower your odds of getting coronary artery disease. Quitting smoking is the most important first step to controlling coronary artery disease. If you smoke, your chances of having a heart attack are double those of a non-smoker. Other lifestyle changes, such as following a heart-healthy diet, low in fat and cholesterol, and high in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and other plant-based foods, and increasing your physical activity can help lower your risk. Managing your stress and anger are other healthy ways to put you back in control of your health. High blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol are treated with a combination of diet, exercise, and medications. Aspirin and other blood thinners are used to help prevent a heart attack. In some patients, a blockage may require placing a stent or bypass surgery to correct the blocked artery. A stent is a small metal tube that is expanded inside the blocked artery with a tiny balloon. The balloon is removed and the stent stays behind to prop open the blocked artery. Bypass surgery or open heart surgery is using a vein or artery from the patient's body to go around or bypass the blocked artery. This is like a detour on a road that is under construction. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss what to expect during a heart catheterization.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
Coming up, signing day in our area. We feature 12 of our area schools coming up next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
National Signing Day 2018 in the books. We now get a chance to feature even more of our great kids from our viewing area. If you missed any of these signings, by the way, we did our Signing Day special earlier today at 6:30. It's on our website at WCBI.com, plus a list of every signing from our viewing area. But let's get right into it. We start at Amory as the Panthers sign two superstar athletes. You see J.J. Jernigan right there. He's headed to Colin. Manny Jones, living up to his last name, he's headed to Jones County Junior College. That dynamic duo did big things for head coach Alan Glenn, the Panthers, this year. Congratulations to those two. Moving on. Let's go to New Hope. The Trojans send three more to play college ball. Kyrie Fields signs with Hines. Fields also had an offer from Alcorn State. Teammates Tyron Reed and Jeremiah Hodges both heading to Fulton, going to play for Sean Cannon and ICC. The three joined Jeremy Tate as the 2018 signing class at New Hope.
We only have 4 people to sign, so I know a lot of people don't get their chance. And it's just a testimony to my family and what they, with my mom and how my dad raised me to be a respectful man. It's just a blessing by God for me to be able to do this.
You want those guys to be able to have a chance to go play at the next level, get their education, and grow up when they graduate school and have an opportunity to be able to support their family one day, and that's what it'll provide them.
At Caledonia, Logan Cannerty signed to continue his football career at Jones County Junior College. Big part of the Fed's efficiency in the trenches during his time at Caledonia. He's 6'3", 290, and he's a part of a run of success that Caledonia is starting to get with guys going to the next level.
It's amazing, people from the football team are starting to go every year.
Apologize for that, having some technical difficulties with sound, but not to worry. Let's get back into the signings. Over at North Pontotoc, Clark Mills signed on the dotted line to continue playing football at ICC, and his wide receiver teammate Jaquez Berry also signed to continue playing football at William Penn University in Iowa. Clark and Jaquez both excited to continue playing the game of football at the next level, and their head coach Andy Crotwell glad to see both continue playing the game as well.
I just came in and they made me feel at home. The coaching staff was really, really great. I felt like they can do the most for me as a player and just send me on to the next level and just hone my skills to the best of my ability.
It's just a blessing to be able to make it to the next level, let alone play there.
I'm as excited as can be. They're both guys that made no bones about it. They wanted to continue to play. They love the game. And are really good football players.
To Choctaw County, head coach Ben Ashley sees off two of his senior starters. Amarius Brown, you see right there, signing to continue to play football at Holmes. And Adam Threadgill really came on as a senior. He'll be playing at Millsaps, both instrumental in the rise of the Choctaw County football program in 2017.
Well, these are two outstanding young men that have really bought in to what we brought this year to Choctaw County football, and as a result of a good season by each, they've earned the right to play some more football. So anytime you get kids that get that opportunity, it's exciting for your school and your program.
Over at Nettleton, big play receiver Damian Ely headed to ICC. Dude is tall, got great hands, great speed. Ken Tops, head coach Nettleton, used his talents quite frequently this season, and we expect him to continue to do so when he goes to play for Sean Cannon at ICC.
The kid's fast. He's 6'3", running a 4.4, about 185. It's just whatever he get, he's going to use that gift that God gave him. It's no telling where he can go.
At Aberdeen, Eric Spann sees off two of his talented Bulldogs. Wide receiver Terrence Roll will be playing in Northeast. You see him on the left. Dejon Dobbs had a coming out party as a senior. He'll be running hard at Northwest. Both were big play threats on offense throughout their careers as Bulldogs. Congratulations to those two. At Calhoun City, three of the bests from City that came through those doors going JUCO. We start with JoJo Gray. He's in the middle. He's going to play that option quarterback spot at Holmes. I expect him to do a great job. Trayshawn Cooper going to Colin, super athlete, did a little bit of everything for the Wildcats. And Keyshawn Parker continuing that Calhoun City to ICC pipeline. All three having great careers and sort of made different decisions on why they chose their colleges for the next level.
So ICC is where I home at. My former teammates I read Tyrese Quinn and Tawas Moore, so it just feel like home when I'm up there. So that's why I just want to go up there, fit in, and play football in my hometown.
It felt like home. You know, they run a lot of option, offensive wise, and I'm an option quarterback, so I think it's a great fit.
Let's go to East Webster. The birthday boy Ron Price had three signed for the junior college level. Cole Morgan, Isaac Patterson, both headed to East Central, and Connor Gooden going to Colin. Tremendous three guys that really made a name for themselves at East Webster and will do big things to the next level. Let's hear from that birthday boy head coach.
These three young guys are extremely talented athletes. They're not only athletes on the field, but they're also great students in the classroom. They're first-class young men. I'm so thankful that each one of them has an opportunity to move on to the next level and continue not only their football career, but their academic career also.
A great group there. Now, we know this was from Tuesday, but we also got to get a chance to recognize the guys at Houston, and it's obviously a good chance to do so. Zykeal Vergis, you see on the left wearing the black suit. He's headed to Mississippi Delta Community College. And also, you can't forget about Uriah Shepard as well. He's had a great career playing football at Houston. He's going to be going to Northwest. Those two guys really did quite a lot for that program at Houston High. And they signed on Tuesday. Got a chance to feature them on Tuesday, but we want to make sure we got a chance to talk about them today as well. Congratulations to those two. And then signings from Lafayette County. We start at Oxford. 10 in total for Oxford High. Jaquanti Johnson going to Delta. Quentin Wilfon to Northwest. Jacon Webb is the D1 signee going to Marshall. Will Hollingsworth to Millsaps. Jay Frierson to Bellhaven. Dada Parham to Delta. Jamar James to Faulkner. JT Owens to Delta. Hiram Wadlington to ICC. And CJ Terrell to EMCC. 10 in total for the Oxford Chargers. Coach Cutcliffe's team doing big things. Congratulations to Oxford. And then Lafayette had 2 with head coach Michael Fair. You see Jamarcus Quarles right there. He's going to go to EMCC. And then Nick Onsby, he's going to head over to Northwest. Congratulations to those signings. Once again, congratulations to all of our signings from the viewing area. We do not take this lightly. We want to showcase all of the great kids that are moving on to the next level. Doesn't matter if you're going D1, JUCO, if you're going to a small school all the way up in Canada. We don't care. We want to feature it and give the kids the spotlight because they absolutely deserve it and have done great things in our viewing areas. Congratulations to all of our area athletes signing. Once again, we know we spread out all 20 plus of our area schools that we covered signings today through our 3 sportscasts. If you missed any of them, we covered all of the videos on our signing day special. You can watch it again on our website right now at WCBI.com. Just click off that sports tab and find our National Signing Day headquarters. We run through all of our SEC signing classes, junior college signing classes, and all of our high school. We hope you enjoyed all of our National Signing Day coverage for 2018. We'll do it again next year. That's it for sports. We're going to last look at your forecast next.
Some pretty nice weather on Thursday, lots of sunshine, seasonal temperatures, clouds build back in on Friday, but it will be warmer. So this time of year, when we get warm, we tend to see some unsettled weather. That will be the case this weekend. A pretty good chance for rain Saturday into Sunday. Don't cancel the plans just yet, but I do say you should have a backup plan.
So if they got plans this weekend, should it be indoors, outdoors?
Probably favor the indoors, especially Saturday. We'll see how it goes.
But still don't cancel the plans just yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks so much for staying up with us. We hope you have a great night.